Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. I am Sunny. So, students, today we are going to discuss the answers for the questions which we have solved in this week. So, we will first we will turn to page number 123, and the first question which we are going to discuss here is the take the correct option. Now, the first question was program virus infect program files with an extension such as .com, .exe, .sys, and all of these. Now, remember in program virus I spoke about DLL, .com, .exe, .sys, and there were so many other extensions we discussed about. So, here the answer would be all of these. Now, next question was which of the following statement is false? So, we have four options here. The first option is viruses can infect files and corrupt data. Second point is virus definitions should be updated regularly. C, all viruses try to delete your data. And D, antivirus software tries to detect and remove viruses. Now the question is asking which of these statement is false here. So this question looks little tricky because if you see here number B, they are talking about virus definition and not antivirus definition. So the common question here is that why will someone update an virus which is there in his or her computer? So this statement looks false. There is a C1 which says all virus try to uh, delete your data. All viruses try to delete your data. Now if we consider this as true, then the program file virus would look inappropriate here because the program file virus only spreads and doesn't it replicates, but it doesn't delete or damages any kind of file in the computer, right? So B and C, we have 2 points here, so I would consider the B and C as the answer for number 2. We'll move to the third one. Third one is Dash is an antivirus program. So it is Boot, Worm, Norton, and Trojan. See, Norton is a antivirus product which is an American-based company which was laterly taken over by Symantec. Symantec is the world most recognized network security company. So even they have antivirus, they have a lot of network security programs and other things which they sell online, and they provide services to large organizations. So our answer would be Norton here. Next question is a virus can infect dash. So we have monitor, we have mouse, we have keyboard, and MS Word. So if you see, we have only one software listed here, and all the three of them mentioned are hardware. So a virus cannot affect the hardware of a computer, it only targets the software of the computer. Coming to the next one, which virus infects the boot record or the master boot record? See, we already have a hint in the question. So it's an obvious answer, it will be boot virus. Next is, which of the following statements about computer viruses is false, right? So first is, it can infect executable program files, it can infect computer monitor, it can spread from one computer to another, it can infect boot records. See, the only hardware mentioned here is the B1, which is the computer monitor, hence our answer would be B. Moving to the next one, fill in the blanks. A dash is a kind of malware that uses computer network to send copies of itself to another computer on the network. So our answer, like as we discussed yesterday, these are worms which makes copy of itself and sends its copy to other computer network. Next one, a computer virus dash the normal operation of a computer. So it is almost like an English language where we are trying to find out which one best suits the answer. So here it will be disrupts. A computer virus disrupts the normal operation of a computer. Moving to the third one, a computer virus can cause loss of speed because it reduces the speed of the computer, and destruction of data, right? So it will be speed and destruction. Moving to the next one, virus programs are self-replicating. Virus always self-replicates itself, make duplicate copies of itself. Hence, they are called as self-replicating viruses also. Moving to the next one, cache programs are designed to detect and remove viruses from the computer system. Here our answer would be antivirus. Next is Dash can consume a lot of memory, making the computer very slow and difficult to work with. Our answer would be number 6, which is spyware. Let's move to the next one. We'll move to the true and false in page number 124. So our first question is, virus can affect both hardware and software. So this answer is false, because a virus can only affect the software of a computer. Next one, you should scan a pen drive for viruses before using them. Obviously, yes, you should scan every device which you connect to your computer to ensure there is no virus intrusion or infection. So our answer would be true. Next one, viruses have no effect on the speed of computer. That is obviously false, because virus always slows down the speed of the system. Next is, viruses enter through infected storage devices. Yes, if you have an infected pen drive, or if you have an infected external hard drive or any other device, then there are high chances that your system will also get infected, right? Fifth one, malware also steals important information. Yes, spyware is an example of malware, and hence it can steal important information. Program file viruses infect executable files in program. The answer is true. So we'll move to the next one. The first question is, what is a computer virus and name its types? So see, this forms a long question, because here we are talking about a computer virus, plus we are also talking about its type. So let's move to the next question and see what we have here as an answer. So, a computer virus is a software program that has an ability to make copies of itself, and that attach itself to other program or files. So, this is the disadvantage, you can say, of a computer virus, which you can mention it. You can mention the full form of virus, which is vital information resource under siege. You can also mention any of, see, there are so many points here, and it is not necessary that you have to replicate the same words or languages which I am using here. You can answer it in your own words as well. So there are a lot of other points you can talk about. So any 2 points which you are writing about computer virus should be sufficient. Name its types. In types of computer virus, you can turn to page number 118, and you can mention about program file virus, boot virus, and macro viruses also. So like boot virus, if you're writing about program files, you can just write one line about it, that these viruses infect executable files in programs, such as those with extension of like .com, .exe, .dev, .sys. All these things you can mention here. And for boot virus, you can mention that these viruses infect boot records or master boot record of a computer. That is also fine. If you have any other point, you are most welcome to write those points here. The third one you can mention about is the macro virus, and you can mention that these viruses use another application macro programming language to distribute itself. There are a lot of other points which I have just given you an example, and I'm sure you're getting the idea of uh, how you can match the answers. So if you have written any of these answers in your own words, that is perfectly fine. Now, what a virus can do to your computer. So what a virus can do to my computer, I can mention about 117 in page number. We discussed about it infect executable files like Microsoft Word, Excel, and operating systems. We can mention that they can attach to email messages and can copies to disk or pen drives. You can mention it can spread from one computer to another. You can mention it can slow down a computer seriously and even stop it completely. any of these points you can mention it here. So if you're mentioning, most probably there are 3 points, so I would encourage you to write at least 3 points here. There are actually 4 points, not 3, but if you can mention any 3 of them, I think that should form your answer. Now next question is, what can a virus do to your computer? Oh, we discussed this, so we'll move to the next one. What do you mean by Trojan horse? Now Trojan horse, like as we discussed in our last class, is a kind of a malware that appears to be useful but actually cause damage to your computer. If you remember, yesterday I discussed about the cursor, the designer cursors which you see in most people uses, like a cursor, they might be a fire or kind of a dolphin or a star, right? A lot of things, or different animals or different shapes. These things looks useful, looks very good, but there are high chances that they might have a malware in it, because these programs are not recommended by Microsoft, and it comes from a third party websites which are not from, mostly which are not from authenticated sources. So even the screen saver which you install, like a fish moving here and there, the sun rising, the sun setting, the ship moving on a sea, and all those things, a car moving, the trees, the scenery, these things looks to be useful, but actually they are not required, and at the back end they can be very dangerous to the computer. So you can also mention that worms and Trojan horses causes harm the data and affect the performance and the speed of the computer. Anything, and I would encourage you to write the answers in your own words. Then we can consider the answer is complete. So if you're mentioning 2 to 3 points, then your answer should be fine. Our next question is, explain the term spyware. Now you can mention that spyware refers to a computer program that secretly gathers information about the users and relays it to the advertiser or other interested parties. Then you can also mention that they are called as spy bots or tracking software. You can also mention spyware is often installed without the user's consent, and so many things there are to talk about. You know, it consumes a lot of memory, makes the system very slow and difficult to work with. So many points we have. So any 2 to 3 points if you have mentioned, and if you have mentioned it in your own words, then the answer can be considered as complete. So students, one point I remember, so I got this question in the message where one of the student asked me, sir, which is the dangerous virus in the world? See, there are a lot of dangerous viruses, students, which we have come across till date, but there is one virus which the world will remember for the kind of damage it created, right? So the, as we were discussing, suddenly this flashed in my mind, so I thought, let me share this with you. The name of this virus was I Love You, and these viruses came as an email attachment. Now when you get an email attachment, when so people, when they were getting those emails and when there was a message like that, see, this message is very catchy and very inquisitive. People used to double click and try to open the program to find out what exactly is there in this file, and the moment they opened it, the virus used to activate itself in the computer. Now the extent of damage was so much that this virus created damaged almost 10% of the world computers. See, we are talking about millions of computers now, crores of computers got damaged because of this virus. And in terms of revenue, in terms of finance and money, overall the damage was of $10 billion, so globally. The extent of damage was so much that the government had to step in and make the servers offline so that the virus spread can be stopped and the virus could have been removed from the network. So there were two people behind it. They both were Filipinos. One, the first persons, the Filipinos are the person who originate from Philippines, who are from Philippines, they are called as Filipino. So there were two Filipinos, their name was Rionel Ramones and Odil D. Guzman. So these were the two people who were behind this virus. I hope you would have find this information interesting. So students, we will uh, we will stop here, and homework would be to complete the correction work and we will do fun time, which is in page number 124. So 124 fun time, we will complete it. We will also complete our correction work. If in case, if you have any doubt, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out through the comment section and I will get back to you. So this brings us to the end of class. So students, thank you and stay home and stay safe.